This podcast is sponsored by Science Based Learning. Discover effective language acquisition with their unique system combining ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with an online practice app using spaced repetition to boost retention. Visit sciencebasedlearning.com today.
Spanish fashion influencers. Style meets language learning inspiration. Discover how Spanish fashion influencers are shaking up style and helping you learn Spanish naturally through engaging, real-world content. Why Spanish fashion influencers are turning heads worldwide. Hey, have you noticed how Spanish fashion influencers are absolutely everywhere these days? If you follow fashion on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, you've probably come across some of their incredible style. What's really cool is that these influencers aren't just about glam and glossy outfits. They're bringing a fresh, colorful energy influenced by Spain's unique culture and tradition that's shaking up the global fashion scene. So let me tell you about some of the reasons Spanish fashion influencers are becoming massively popular, plus why they're a fun way to learn Spanish culture, and even encourage people to learn Spanish naturally through style and everyday life. Spanish fashion, it's not just about clothes. When you think of Spanish fashion influencers, you might picture flamenco dresses or traditional red and yellow hues. But it's way more than that. These creators blend modern trends with a strong nod to their roots. The result? A unique, vibrant aesthetic that stands out from the crowd. The vibe is effortless yet bold, mixing vintage with high fashion, sunny beach looks with urban streetwear. It's no surprise that brands from all over the world are reaching out for collaborations with these influencers. Fashion enthusiasts everywhere get inspired by how Spanish influencers combine colors, textures, and patterns in ways that make you want to experiment too. Top Spanish fashion influencers to watch. If you want some names to follow, here's a quick list to get you started. Maria Bernat, known for her chic, polished looks blended with eye-catching accessories. Alexandra Pereira, Lovely Pepa, one of the pioneers in Spanish fashion blogging, mixing bohemian vibes with urban edge. Gala Gonzalez, a trendsetter who's been around since the early days of fashion blogging. Always fresh, always authentic. Jessica Goicoechea. Rocking a sporty and youthful style, she's a great example of how Spanish style is versatile and ever-changing. Following these influencers can also be an unexpected way to get familiar with basic Spanish phrases or beginner Spanish lessons without it feeling like a chore. Plus, their captions often showcase genuine, colloquial Spanish, which is gold if you want to try your hand at the language. Why fashion can boost your Spanish learning journey. It might sound strange, but keeping up with fashion influencers who speak Spanish is actually a creative and engaging way to complement your Spanish language course or Spanish for beginner studies. Real-life context like this makes the language stick better because you see it in action, whether it's through a styling video or a comment thread. Alongside formal beginner Spanish lessons, following these influencers feeds your brain with all the basic Spanish phrases you'll need in a fun, low-pressure way. You learn slang, expressions, and vocabulary connected to everyday culture rather than just textbooks. Science-based learning and fashion. A smart combo. If you're wondering how to maximize learning efficiency while keeping it entertaining, this links back to the idea of science-based learning. Studies show that learning language through content you're passionate about, like fashion, helps with retention and motivation. Instead of feeling like a grind, it becomes part of your lifestyle. Spanish fashion influencers do exactly that. They create content that's visually stimulating, culturally rich, and linguistically relevant. This hits all the right notes for anyone trying to absorb a new language alongside a dose of style inspiration. How to start your language and style journey. Ready to take the plunge? Start exploring Spanish fashion influencers on social media. Pay attention to their vocabulary. Try mimicking their phrases out loud, and even jot down some expressions that catch your eye. All this gives you a leg up when you decide to take formal classes or join a Spanish language course. To give your learning the best shot, combine fashion following with proven language learning tools. And remember, your studies don't need to be isolated from your interests. If you love fashion, let it be your gateway to mastering Spanish. Start your language journey now. Visit Science-Based Learning and explore resources that blend passion with science to help you learn Spanish efficiently and enjoyably. Whether you're a beginner or brushing up, this is a smart way to keep you motivated as you soak in the Spanish language and culture, one stylish post at a time. So grab your phone, scroll through those influencers, and start picking up those Spanish words without even realizing it. Trust me, it's way more fun to learn when you're inspired.